All right, Lawrence. So first of all, I just wanted to ask you just what made you want to be here today to support Jake Diebler?
Well, Buckeye Nation is Buckeye Nation. As a former player, doesn't matter who the coach is, we're supportive of it. And obviously, with Jake, three things that he has. He's relatable, he's reliable, and he's reputable. Relatable, you can see it. You can see the difference in terms of the connectivity, in terms of the touch factor, and the conductivity in terms of what they're able to translate on the basketball court. That's number one in a coach. And then reliable, you got to be consistent. You got to show up each and every day, every practice, every game, and I think that's very important with a certain level of passion that you have that can translate into their play. And then lastly, reputable. You got to be a person of character. He's a man of faith like me who loves the Lord Jesus Christ. So I admire that. I prayed with him and prayed over him. I think that's critically important when it comes to the blessing factor, because he's got to have the leadership, he's got to have the mentorship, and he's got to have the stewardship, the great care in terms of the Buckeye legacy.
Ross said that, he consulted with you guys during the process.
Yes.
What was that like?
Yeah, it was very important because a lot of times athletic directors don't do that. They don't ask other players and others who are connected to the program, which shows that he wanted to get some different voices in terms of the decision making. So I commend him for that. And that's just the entry. Now he's got to continue to engage us so that we can continue this program, because we have hit or miss moments here. We have a few good years, not so much. We have to have the consistency like we did in the past from year in and year out, stellar program.
In your mind, was Jake always the best guy for this job?
I think a lot of people were wondering how he would transition, because maybe his name wasn't really on the board. And then as every game went on, you said, hey, the guy that you're looking for is actually right here already. So I think it's great because one thing is he has a lot of humility. And I judge people a lot by how humble they are, and he showed that. And he said, hey, if I get the job, I certainly want the job, but I'm still going to do the best, even though the job is not mine. And I think that's a great sign for a coach, too, when he doesn't have the job and that he still wants it. And he's participating in a way that great coaches have to do. They have to participate in such a way that even if they're in an interim basis, they have to act like they're the head coach.
What do you look at that he can do, he has to do to get this program back to where it should be?
Well, it's still part of the honeymoon period. When that wears off, now you got a lot more work. There's a novelty effect that he's kind of he's riding right now. But I think then you got to think about, how can we continue to get the top players in Ohio and around the country? It's not enough just to contend for the Big Ten. We got to get some more banners up here in terms of Final Four banners, and hopefully getting another national championship.